Go.
Welcome to Kings and Queens International Learn at Home. I'm still your favorite biology teacher. Today is a continuation of our last topic, autotrophs, heterotrophs, and the decomposers. So today I'm going to talk on food chain and the food web. Whenever we talked about food chain, we say that it's a feeding relationship. A feeding relationship that involves the transfer of energy from producer to gain it to consumers. And in our last class, we concluded that those producers are those organisms like plants and bacteria that manufacture food by themselves. The transfer of energy from that producer to consumer is what we call the food chain. So now I'm going to move to the board so that you get to understand the example of this food chain and actually how this energy is being transferred from producer to what? To the consumer. And remember in our last class I said that we have three types of consumer, which is the primary consumer, the secondary consumer, and the what? Tertiary consumer. So now, this is an example of food chain in the terrestrial habitat. And the guinea glass is a producer, the grasshoppers is a primary consumer, the toad is a secondary consumer, and the snake is what? Tertiary consumer. So now, I will move over to the food web. When we're talking about food web, we say it's a complex feeding relationship. When I say a complex feeding relationship, if you look at the board, you discover that now, this food web involves many food chains. This is food chain number 1, 2, 3, 4. It involves many food chains. That is what we say is a complex feeding relationship among organisms in the same environment with 2 or more interrelated food chains. That is what we call food web. So now we discover that actually there is a difference between this food chain and what? Food web. What is the difference? In food chain, we say that it is it involves linear feeding relationship. It involves linear feeding relationship. But when we come to the food web, we say it involves what? Complex, because it involves many food chains. That is why we say that this is a complex feeding relationship. In food chain, it involves only one food chain. In food chain, it involves only one food chain. While in food web, it involves 2 or more food chain. 2 or more. If you look at here, number 1 food chain, number 2 food chain, number 3 food chain, and number 4 food chain. So in food web, it involves 2 or more food chain. And we have fewer organisms in food chain. This is example number 3 differences. We have fewer organisms in food chain, and in food web we have many organisms there. So I will advise you to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click on the notification button to get more videos coming. You can contact me on 081 34 75 5018 to get more videos, or probably for a private lesson. I'm always there for you. Thank you.